Back in the old days, I had respect for people, some of my own relatives, that they wouldn't come fully all the way in the church because, they said, I know I'm not right. And they knew they weren't right, and so they said, I don't play with God. They said, I got too much fear in my heart for God. They said, I ain't going to play with God. Now, they said, other folk may play with him, but I ain't going to play with him. They knew that God is nothing to play with. If you want something to play with, you get a toy, but God is not the toy. No. So there is a power in balancing the love of God with the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord. Because there is a day of reckoning with God. There is a day of reckoning with God. And I want you to see here that we see everything through our own expectations. We see everything through our own expectations. We see everything through our own beliefs. We see them through our expectations. We see things through our beliefs. We see things through our concerns. And then fourthly, we see things through our needs. You'd be surprised how we see things, our filters. Our filters are based on our expectations, they're based on our beliefs, they're based on our concerns, and they're based on our needs. That's why a person could have done, have you ever been in a situation, just to help you to see filters, how you've done 99 good things and you fail to do one thing? And the person didn't even thank you about the 99 things that you did right. It's the one thing that you fail to do, and that's all that they're harping on. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I hope that you all don't live with people like that. It's terrible. But you see, the only thing that they were concerned about was that one that you failed to do. See, so we filter it through our own concerns, through our own needs. They are filtering your behavior, your response through their expectations of you, their beliefs, their concerns, and their needs. So they don't even care about all of this other stuff that you've been through and that you had to do with this and how much of a sacrifice that it was to get. It's just their concern. Just like, if a woman gets all duded up to go out with a man, he's not concerned that she spent 3 or 4 hours in a beauty shop. And then she spent another hour and a half getting her nails done and pedicure and all of this. And then she, picking out a new dress and then shoes and makeup. And it's almost an 8-hour process that she has gone through to be able, to have this look. And now she comes out 5 minutes late, and that's all he's concerned about. He's just concerned about her being on time. And so it's the whole thing. And now she's done all of this. Spent a whole day to get dollied up for this big evening. And it ran a little bit over time. And because she's 15 minutes late, and his concern, his need, his OCD nature. I'm just trying to give you real scenarios so that you can see how when a person does something and then now her filter kicks in, and now she feels he doesn't appreciate anything, and I have that in this. I was in a beauty shop at 7:30 this morning. I called. They made an appointment to see me. They had to squeeze me in. And see, he has no concern for that. So that's a different thing in that. He's so insensitive. He doesn't even care about what Here's a filter. She's looking through her filter. He's looking through his filter. And each one, they're seeing things, their own expectations, their own beliefs, their own concerns, their own needs. Now, all rolled into this filter is a combination of our past experiences. That's why you don't just marry a person for who they are. You marry from everything that they've been through. You're dealing with them. You're dealing, this is the result of everything. When you get a piece of pottery, you're not just getting the pottery that is just clay. You're getting the pottery and the experience that it has had in the kiln. Does that make sense? So all of this is rolled into this filter, is the combination of our past experiences, our view of the world. Our view of the world. There's some people that have just a naturally negative, pessimistic view of the world. It's our view of the world. It is our concept of right and wrong. It's rolled into our filter. Our behavioral preferences rolled into our filter. Our behavioral preferences. Our values are rolled into our preferences, into our filter.